Welcome, welcome, welcome to the pipeline, people. I'm eating my lunch. I'm gonna wait on y'all to get in here and we're gonna talk. Y'all come on in here so we can talk. Because we have to set the record straight. We gotta set the record straight. Welcome to the pipeline, everybody. If y'all in here, hit the like button. Because we have some things to talk about today. Y'all bear with me as I eat my food. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming into the live. Y'all bear with me as I eat my food. There's a few things that we got to discuss today. Last night, as I'm finishing up home repairs, the crew didn't leave until almost 10 o'clock last night. So as I'm finishing up renovations, I get notifications from the pipeline. Shout out to the pipeline if y'all in here. We got to talk about it. So as I get my notifications, sometimes I can't get too deep into the comment section, but I do look for certain people and certain comments in the comment section. So last night, as I jump into my bed and finally check my pipeline notification, I see Boog's real biological brother, Khalid, come to the pipeline. First of all, I have to say, welcome to the pipeline, Mr. Khalid. Welcome. Because you was actually one person. Only people who I was waiting to come to the pipeline was you and Miss Wanda. So, most definitely respect, appreciate you coming to the channel. I'm going to send my condolences to you and your family. Sorry for your loss. And also, from the pipeline, we're going to send our condolences to you and your family as well. So, without any disrespect, but I need you to understand, Mr. Khalid, we do understand what happened to your sister. It's very tragic what happened to your sister. And I'm not the only blogger covering your sister's case. A lot of information I get come from other bloggers who's also covering this case, just as if the 911 call. So when you say, how goofy are we? We can understand because it's a lot of things about your sister's demise that we feel was very goofy that the assailants pulled. That's a fact. A lot of things in this case is goofy. We know that. That's why we trying to get to the bottom of it. And this is not with no disrespect or no ill will, Mr. Khalid. None. When I posted the Mr. Suspect, Mr. Williams, the second suspect, was out on bond, I got that story from 3 other bloggers before I even talked about it. Then I did research on it to see if it's a fact or if it's a lie. So when you try to really say what you're going to say, I need y'all to pay attention to the content, because if you go back to the other video I did, do y'all remember me not saying, how could this boy be 2 different places at one time? How could he be out on bond and how can he be incarcerated at the same time if he's not an informant? If he's not an informant. I really didn't consider if he was. I just put the information out there for the people to run and see what's going on, because that's what this is, Mr. Khalid. We get to the bottom of the truth. We not here to make up no stories and run no content just for clicks and likes. So I need you to understand that. When you come to the pipeline, you have to understand that. We understand that your family is grieving, Mr. Khalid, but it's a lot of people around the world who want to know what happened to your sister. We understand it is a hard time, but you can't stop the people and the fans and me from doing my job by putting the information out there on what the people is saying. If you get what I mean, if you get what I'm saying. Boog was loved. She was really loved. And it's not that I'm doing no extra shit and this and that and the other. The whole entire scenario is extra. Everything the assailants pulled was extra. So I do agree with you on that. Now, you said, Mr. Khalid, Mr. Williams is in jail and he's getting beat on every day in jail. That's cool to know because here's my thing. I always said, like I told y'all, ain't no way nobody put no bond money up for this little dirty dude. Ain't nobody put no bond money up or no houses up for this little dirty dude. So I already knew and ran my content as if I knew he was still locked up. Who bonded him out? Who coming to get him? Ain't nobody coming to get him. Only way he could have got out is if he was informant. He's not worth nobody's bond money when people all around Columbus and his family know he is charged with this murder. We couldn't understand if he did get out on bond, how did Columbus police drop the ball. So we need to be clear on that. That's something we have to be clear on. So when y'all come over here, I need y'all to pay attention to the content. I cover the story from many different scenarios because it's still a lot of question marks that is in Boog's case that we may not never know until the trial comes. So when we hear different stories and different scenarios and scenes and these people that could be involved, Mr. Khalid, I have to give the story from a lot of different points of view so people can understand and we can work our brains to possibly figure out who has something to do with this and why. And why. I'm a blogger. I'm going to need y'all to respect my lane, just as if I respect y'all. Nothing I have ever done in this case was disrespectful towards Courtney. It's always peace, love, and blessings, and we wish nothing but the best. Now, as far as you, Mr. Khalid, feeling like Mr. Lockhart had something to do with it, I can't argue with you with that because you are her blood brother. Who am I to say if you could feel this way or that? That's your sister. You know what happened to her. But I got some questions for you that I feel like I wish you could come and answer it for us. Because it's some stuff that Winter PX, who claims she's your cousin, we don't know if she your cousin or not, but let's get to the bottom of it. How many times was Courtney shot? Because if we basing it off of Winter PX, she said a headshot allegedly and 2 chest shots. Allegedly. So we still don't know the proof, Mr. Khalid. I mean, if you could really come and tell us that information, that would be really dope. I think it really would be dope. And also, who car was she driving? Mr. Khalid jumped in the conversation last night, and this is nothing but respect. This is nothing but respect for Mr. Khalid. I need y'all to understand that. But this is a conversation that I feel like needs to be had between me and him because it's only 2 people I was worried about coming over here. That's Mr. Khalid, her biological brother, and Miss Wanda. Them is the only 2 people who really I could take serious, who I was waiting to get their attention from. Because at this point, I feel like mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Because if I could reach this story, not only just to new people who didn't know who she was, but also get family members, friend members involved, everybody involved, fans, and it get back to her blood relatives, it all gonna make sense with what we need from the information. He says, I don't know if y'all deleted his comment or somebody else deleted his comment last night because he left me about 2 or 3 comments. He said that he believes Cameron is going to get what he deserves. So it's obvious we already know people close to Courtney feels like Mr. Lockhart has something to do with it, just like we feel like other people around the world feel like he possibly could have something to do with it. That's not my job to determine if who got something to do with it or not. I'm here to bring the proof, the facts, and run my story for my channel. Everybody not going to agree with my content, and that's fine. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with who come in the comment section or none of that. I don't delete comments and stuff, if y'all notice me. I'm going to leave it for what it is because we get a lot of information. And who else could know the information better besides her blood brother and her cousin, allegedly Winter PX, who did her hair for the funeral. So when you say, Mr. Khalid, chill out with the extra, I totally can understand what you mean. But you also have to understand how much extra shit is involved in this whole scenario. As a blogger, I have to do my job. I have to report on the rumors and the scenarios and get down to the truth. I got to get down to see what really happened and what not happened. Now, everything may not be facts. That ain't no mystery. We know that. I'm not here to put the facts out, but I'm here to line it up to make it make sense for the people, her fans, and family members who want this case to get solved. People have to be accountable for their own actions, true enough. But when I come with my content, I do it with dignity, morals, and respect. The information that come across, I may not agree with all the information that come across to me in emails, but I have to put it out to the people because these people think this stuff is what's happening to her. And a lot of lies and a lot of bloggers, to me, out of the people who I seen covering her story, it ain't holding up to what the pipeline is doing when it comes to getting justice for Courtney. So I need y'all to put some respect, not only just on my channel, but also on what I'm trying to do. It take big kahunas to pull this off, what I'm doing. But y'all know me, I'm not intimidated easy. I don't back down easy. I don't back down easy. So when we talk about respect, let's keep it that way on both ends. Certain things I'm not going to put out, which y'all already know. Certain things I just choose to not put out. But far as Mr. Williams going to jail or being out or whatever, I felt like it was some bullshit as soon as the story ran. But keep in mind, I wasn't the first person that put that story out, that second suspect was out on bond. I seen other bloggers put that out. Boom, I posted it, do my research on it. I didn't find like it made no sense. Just like that car. How could that car be in two places at one time? How could Mr. Williams be out and incarcerated at the same time if he wasn't an informant or he was still locked up? If y'all remember me telling y'all, ain't nobody putting no bond money up for this dirty dude. Look how much Kyson bond was, and look how much Mr. Williams bond. And ain't nobody bonding them little dirty dudes out unless he was an informant. So y'all got to pay attention to the content before you come over here with some stuff that I feel like just ain't making sense. Now, Mr. Khalib agreed with what I said. Kyson is snitching and Mr. Williams is snitching too. We already seen that coming though. We know Kyson rolled over just like we know. What's up, everybody? I can't see the comments right now, y'all, so y'all might have to put them on the video because I'm eating my food. But I was going to go live last night because I wanted Mr. Khalib to come on the live so we can have a very respectable. And y'all watch that comment section for me too. If y'all my moderators and y'all in here, screenshot me some of them comments if y'all can, and just watch you over there. Just watch you over there for me because I would love for Mr. Khalib to come on to the live if we can to have a conversation. Because it's nothing but respect for Boog's family. But I also have to let them know it's people around the world who want to know what happened to Courtney. We got to talk about it. It's still one more person on the run, so with respect, whatever y'all want to talk about, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because I don't mind addressing nothing or nobody. I don't have that problem. And I don't have a problem with nobody coming over here. I don't mind you getting me together. I tell y'all that all the time. I don't mind y'all getting me together. Just watch how you go about trying to get me together. That's the part. So if y'all subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Because I have people coming over here that's not from other people's channels. And this. And like I said, with Boog, I've never chased no numbers. When I do my content, I don't chase how many views I got, how many likes I like. If I see I got a certain amount of likes and the next day they gone or something, I know how YouTube manipulate things and pop back up. I never chase no numbers. I drop my content, run it out to people. Y'all get it and run with it. And y'all also send me email to run back with proof. With proof. With proof. Did I put anything out on proof saying that Mr. Williams was officially out? I didn't put that proof. I ran the content because that was the content other bloggers put out that he was out on the 2nd. Then when I went to go do my research, I didn't find that because I knew it couldn't have been true. I've been saying this all week when they first got Mr. Williams. Ain't nobody put no bond money up for them dirty dudes. So when y'all listen to the content, and y'all run and say like, oh, well, you said this, you said that. Nah, I'm going to say what I say to run content. And I also have to say what I say to give y'all different point of views and different scenarios. If it's not a fact, I'm not going to say it's a fact. If it's not allegedly, I'm not going to say allegedly. I'm going to say it's a thought. Because people have ideas and different things that they think could possibly have happened. I can't shut my subscribers out behind them just giving their opinion on what they think could have happened and who could have been involved. It's something we have to talk about. It's something we got to talk about. Thank y'all for coming into the live. I'm eating my food, but I still think it's only a matter of time before Mr. McIntyre gets stuff. I do. I don't think it's gonna be somewhere it's like. I don't think it's gonna be somewhere it's like this thing just keep going on and on and on. I think we pretty much are at the end with this. I do. I think we at the end. The police is doing all that they can. Now, as far as people feeling like Mr. Lockhart got something to do with it, it's like I told y'all. It's a lot of the masses that feel like he got something to do with it, and there's a lot of the masses that feel like he don't. But my thing is that don't make sense to me. If he has something to do with it, why nobody snitched on him? Why would Kyson tell and Mr. Williams tell on everybody else, but Cameron didn't get told on, or he's not in custody and he's not a suspect? So I'm not here for the street persecution. I can't go off of that. I only could go off of the facts. And the fact is Mr. Lockhart is not in jail. I can't say if he did or don't. Everybody got their own opinion. Everybody got their own opinion on what they feel like could have happened. But why, if he has something to do with it, he's not in custody? That's all I'm saying. So some people feel like he do, some people feel like he don't. But I feel if he did have something to do with it, and it's just not how I feel. This is how a lot of the masses feel who comment on this story. He's not in custody. It's still an investigation. So if Mr. Lockhart did have something to do with it, everybody will get what is coming to them through the system. I mean, the police, like Mr. Khalif said, the police is always 2 steps ahead of us. I don't know nothing no more. The police know more than what I know. Just like the streets know certain stuff in Columbus that will happen. That don't mean it's a fact because people go off of what the streets say. The police is 2 steps ahead of us. A lot of this is word of mouth, and we have to get down to the truth and get to the bottom of it. And that's just simply what it is. Y'all think the police don't know that all of them is connected and Mr. Williams and Mr. McIntyre's his adopted brothers? Y'all think they don't know all that? If Mr. Lockhart got something to do with it, y'all think they don't know that and gonna get to the bottom of it? I'm just saying, make it make sense. It's still an investigation going on. I feel like it's more people gonna go to jail than the assailants. That's just my opinion. I can't get y'all to agree with me just because that's my opinion. My opinion is I think it's more people involved in this, and I think it's more than Mr. Kyson, Mr. Williams, and Mr. McIntyre that's going to jail. But that's just my personal opinion. You feel what I'm saying? So put some respect on the pipeline, y'all. With these the little extra.com shit, that don't bother me. That don't bother me from whoever it come from. But y'all need to pay attention to the content and actually keep her name alive and keep this story going so they can get justice. The minute we stop talking about it, or the minute this story died down, I believe the police gonna get lazy. I believe the police gonna get lazy. You gotta want to keep the momentum going. You want to keep her name in the public as much as we possibly could. It's already coming to an end. Look how they snatching everybody up. It ain't less than 6 months. So how long do y'all think this is gonna ride out? How long do y'all think Mr. McIntyre is gonna be on the run? It's about to get cold outside. I think he really don't have too many resources. But here's the thing. If Mr. Kyson is telling and Mr. Williams is telling, and if Mr. Lockhart has something to do with it allegedly, why he's not in jail yet? Why he's not in jail yet? He's still on the run. I don't want y'all to think like, oh, you just rooting for Mr. Lockhart so hard. No, we talking about facts. Let's get to the facts and let's get to the proof. We not going off of street justice. Streets feel like he do got something to do with it. Like I said, that's cool sometimes for the streets to think that way. But we got to go off of proof and we got to go off of facts. And I'm not here to go against nobody family or make nobody feel disrespected. But I also need y'all to understand, I got to stay in my lane. I'm a blogger. I have to report these stories, and I also have to report on what my subscribers send to me. I also have to respect my subs, how they feel, and the information that they want me to talk about. Because Boog had fans that and family and people who loved her all around the world besides the people of Columbus. The people on the pipeline is people that come from all over the world, just not Columbus. Boog was loved. People want to know what happened and why. Who was involved? Why? So when I understand it's being extra, yeah, a lot of this stuff with this case is extra. It was a back door. It was extra. People close to her crossed her. It's extra. We know that, Mr. Khalid. We know that. It's sad that we have to keep talking about it the way we talking about it just to get it to make sense. Because the more time is going on, we starting to get it. It's all starting to make a lot of sense. It's all starting to make a lot of sense. We all see what the possibilities could have been. We all know what people could have been involved and what part was played. Only thing I could do is continue to do my stories and run my content with respect, love, and dignity. After Mr. McIntyre gets locked up, that's pretty much what it is. Everybody else after that, I think, is just all going to start tumbling. We already see the cookie has crumbled. This cookie has crumbled. It most definitely has crumbled. It had crumbled. And some people just feel how they feel about it. So I just wanted to come on here with y'all. I'm eating my food. I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all today because one thing I do is respect Courtney and her family. That's one thing I am going to do. Only person who I would want to talk to is Mr. Khalid. I understand her mom and stuff probably wouldn't want to talk. That's cool. But if I talk to other family members and other friends, I feel like it was only right that I talk to her blood brother. Her blood brother. Because it's obviously he feels Mr. Lockhart got something to do with it, just like a couple other family members of hers I talked to feel like Mr. Lockhart has something to do with it. If he do, everybody's going to have their day in court. The police have evidence, just like they have the footage on Dork Plays. If they got that 911 call and put it out to the people in a piece and the full audio, what makes y'all think they don't have no kind of video footage of what happened and who was there? They already winding this thing on up. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn the tablet on so I can, let me read the comments on my tablet. So that way we could just have a better understanding and I can see y'all comments. Because y'all know I really don't like to eat on my channel, but if I do eat on my channel, it's a reason why I got to eat on the channel. Because for sure, I'm not here for the clickbait. I'm not here for the clickbait content, and I'm not here to argue with people. I don't do that. I don't do all that. I say what I say, and I try to be respectful, and that's it. I'm not going back and forth or going through the comment section arguing with people and all that. Whoever it is, my subs, people who feel like, even other stories I cover. Man, I don't go back and forth with no comment section. But y'all more than free and welcome to put y'all own opinions there. That's why it's called a comment section. Good or bad. Y'all know I'm here for it. We're going to talk about it if it's on there. I don't care about that. That don't bother me. That don't bother me, y'all. Who in here? Okay. Tori Jones, hey. Nadia, hey. Whoa, Kim Bolsey, crazy timing. I've been thinking about Boog all week. Oh, yeah, whoa. Oh, yeah, let me tell y'all something. It's not a day that go by that I don't think about Courtney's story. It's not a day that go by. What happened to her was very tragic, and she did not deserve that. A lot of people, like I tell y'all all the time, y'all may think in certain places Boog wasn't as big and mainstream. Boog was loved. She been putting in work many a years. Boog had fans before her music ever even came out, before she even started doing music. Boog was a star. So it's not a day that go by that I don't think about her story and what happened. Nadia, thank you. That didn't I say that? Ain't nobody bonding them little dirty dudes out. So please don't come over here like, oh, it's fake news. They not out of jail. This not. I knew they wasn't. I said it couldn't be no way he out on bond. I said I never seen nothing like this ever happen in my life. How he get snatched up 10 days ago. I'm just giving a number, just throwing it out there. How he get locked up 10 days ago. He go to court 3 or 4 days later. He out on bond in 3 more days. Man, I was like, this shit don't add up. And that little dirty dude couldn't be bonded out. And if he out, he gotta be an informant. I said Columbus police dropped the ball. How would they let him out? I said, I ain't never seen nobody come out on bond that quick. So let's be clear, y'all. Let's get the facts together. I went, did the research, didn't find that he was. I said they got him locked up and incarcerated. They got him released and incarcerated at the same damn time. Just like from what Winter PX say, allegedly, Mr. Khalib, if that's your cousin, please let us know, Mr. Khalib. If you may not know her as Winter PX, because that's her YouTube name. But she said she is the cousin who did Boog's hair. That's why at the funeral she had a hat on because she got shot in the head. Mr. Khalid, could you please vouch for us with that if that is true? And also, she said Boog didn't drive her car. The car was at Miss Wanda's house. And then Cameron did something with the car. So my thing is, what happened with this whole car thing? I need to know what happened with this whole car thing. Winter PX saying it. Mr. Khalid most definitely came and told us Mr. Williams is in jail getting his ass whooped every goddamn day. It's in the comment section, and he said, Mr. Lockhart will get what he deserves. So I want to know what happened with the whole car after the incident happened. Did Cameron, did he drive her car somewhere else? Did he get it towed? Did he hide the car? What is the story with the whole car? I need somebody to make it make sense for me because I don't understand that. Hey, Miss Cora. Hey, Miss Cora. No, everything all right. Miss Cora, everything good. It was just, Mr. Khalib had some concerns. He didn't come disrespectful, but, some things he agreed with what I said. And then some things he just feel like, Mr. What's the name didn't. He said Mr. Williams was never released, which we figured that already. So it ain't no, it ain't no bad blood with Mr. Khalib or no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I just need him to understand the pipeline and what it is. Now, I don't know if he respected or not, but he jumped in the comment section 2-3 times. And a lot of the stuff he said, it was pretty much some of the same stuff I said. He pretty much just confirmed everything I said. The only thing he said was, it's a lot of extra stuff. Chill out with the extras. And I could agree with him with that. That's why I said it ain't nothing but love. Because a lot of this stuff is extra. A lot of the stuff in Boog's case is extra. A lot of stuff they did is extra. But as a blogger, I got to talk about the extras. I got to talk about the extras. And that ain't with no disrespect. That ain't with no disrespect towards her family or nothing like that. But this is the extras. And this is the stuff that people want to know about. So I try to talk about the extras, but I do agree with him. A lot of stuff is extra. That's why I said from the beginning, this whole thing had little dudes written all over it. I said it from the first day this story broke up until now. It was too sloppy. It was too extra. And it wasn't organized or planned. None of them had escape routes. They didn't think about what would happen if they get caught. They didn't have no money to run. They kept getting cases. Man, they got hella cases before they did this to Boog. That's why I feel like the city of Columbus has failed the people. Because if they would have locked these young men up based off their records, I tell y'all all the time, it's public records. Based off their records, if they would have locked these little dudes up a long time ago, Boog could possibly still be alive. Because they the ones who did it to her. They the ones who did it to her. Columbus police, I feel like, dropped the ball on locking these boys up ahead of time. They got robberies and shooting all on their record. They got the driving stuff. They got a lot of heinous crimes. Some big, some small. Mr. Williams is tied to another murder. I think it was his brother who got shot and killed. It's a lot. And then it was another story with them doing a robbery. Mr. Williams was tied up in a robbery at a public library. Man, it's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. That's why I'm just like, I just want to get to the brute. Hey Lou, hey Megan, hey Tori. Thanks for coming on. Cora said Boog's fans loved her. I loved her and her music. She inspired me in a lot of ways, and I'm here for justice. Salute, Miss Cora. Salute. Salute. Because when I got the notification that Mr. Khalid was in my notification, he came to the comment section. I was happy he was there. I was very happy he was there because there was only two people who I was worried about actually coming. I mean, I respect everybody who come to the line, and don't never get that twisted. I appreciate all of y'all who support the live. I respect and love that y'all send me information. But them was the most two people who I was worried about getting their attention. Was her biological blood brother. And like I told y'all before, I had already knew about Mr. Khalid and her real brother was the first week I covered this story months ago. Months ago. I found out through her best friend. I'm not going to say no name. Her best friend told me who her real brother was, and he also validated that Mr. Lockhart was not her real brother. That's how I found out a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff. Shout out to her best friend, her real best friend. Her real best friend, not KB. Not KB. And this is not Khalid, her brother. I'm talking about the other one. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the photographer. Other people, a lot of people close to both sides. Like I told y'all, it just ain't nobody on one side that have came to me and told me they side of the story with their family member. Boog's family members and best friends and associates has reached out. Mr. Lockhart family and friends have reached out. Miss MJ people reached out. Mr. Kyson people, Mr. Williams people. All of these people have reached out. Some of them not my biggest fan and some of them is. But it is what it is. I got to run my content and it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop until we get closure and we feel like things is at rest where we could say, okay, this is it. This is done. And I feel like we pretty much are almost at the end of the road with this story. I really do. So when I tell y'all these people contact me and give me a lot of information on these things, like I told y'all, everything we don't know is the truth or what. When I come and get his contact, like, I don't know, it's allegedly. We don't know if that's true, but this is what they saying. I got to put it out there. Her fans and family and friends want to know this kind of information besides what Columbus police is doing in this case. Columbus police only give us bits and pieces, and then they was confusing us. So then you got bloggers who feel like Boog most definitely is worth it. We gonna go ahead and put her story out. I'm not the only one. It's like 10, 12 other bloggers covering this case. I'm just the most consistent. And that's all what it is. Every blogger has different information about this story. I heard so many stories on Boog's situation from other bloggers that I feel like they off. They missing it. They not getting it. They running the content wrong. They running a lot of different stuff that's not real. Don't know how many bloggers is out there still saying she walked to the hospital, still saying this, still saying that. I'm like, nah. I kind of feel like, why would they run her content like that? So I call myself trying to clean it up. Hey, Daily Tri-State. I call myself trying to clean it up so people could have the better image of Courtney Bruce and who she was and what she meant. A lot of these bloggers just run it for content and clickbait, not the pipeline. We got love for Boog, and we going to put some respect on her name and her story. And it's that simple. So when y'all hear these videos from the pipeline, don't ever think I'm doing it out of a bad place or feel like it's just being hyped up for numbers. Nah, that ain't what my channel is. I'm going to tell y'all something. I wouldn't care if I had 10 views on one video. Long as it got to the right people and the people support it, that's all that matter to me. I don't care about no numbers. I care about the truth. And I care about respect. And Boog is one who most definitely need respect on her name. So when they run these stories, when y'all Google her name and see all the other bloggers that pop up, listen to the content. And this ain't no disrespect towards no other bloggers that's running her story. Because actually, I got the 911 call from another blogger, Reality Honey. Shout out to her. She run this story too. So y'all just put two and two together, and the people gonna make their own decision on what they feel could have happened and what possibly could have happened. Because we already see what's going on. Mr. Khalid already vouched, like, I don't know how they know, but he said Mr. Williams is in jail getting his ass beat every goddamn day. I said, you know what? I liked the comment. Go to the comment section of the video he just commented on. I gave a like button. I hit the like and I put a heart by it. Because to me, it only made sense to what I was saying. It couldn't have been no way that boy was out. That little dirty dude, them little dirty dudes, man, nobody put no houses up and no buying money up for them dudes. Only way he was coming out was if he was informant to go get Mr. McIntyre. That's the only way I could really relax with knowing if it was a possibility he was out. I said, if he out, he got to be an informant. Ain't no way that boy that got locked up in 3, 4 days, 5 days, he out on bond. Man, ain't nobody got no money for them dudes. Like I said, Mr. Kite, man, people talk to me. They email me all the time. Mr. Kyson people was tired of his shit. They was tired of his shit, Mr. Kyson people. They glad his ass is locked up because he been on Dork Place pulling bullshit for a long time now. This shit with Mr. Kyson and Mr. Williams and Mr. McIntyre, them boys been starting chaos and havoc in their families for a long time. Not saying nobody want to see their kids and family members go to jail for murder or the rest of their life in jail, but Kyson family was tired of his shit. Just like Mr. Williams was. Why would they go buying them boys out on a murder case? Man, them people ain't got no money to get them boys out on no goddamn murder case. Like I said, only way he could have been if he was out, only way he got out was if he was informant. It ain't no other way around it. It ain't no other way. So when I seen that the other bloggers in the blogger community was like, the second suspect out on bond, I'm like, hell no. Y'all know, as soon as I got the news, I jumped on live with y'all as soon as I got the news. I said, hold on, y'all, I just got the news 10 minutes ago. I got to see if all this. How did they let him out? I was still in shock. I was like, nah, something ain't right with this. This ain't adding up. I ain't adding up. Come on, man, nobody running no fake news over here, no fake stories. Y'all gonna have to get it together and pay attention to the content. Pay attention to the content. And I probably could throw y'all off by giving y'all a lot of different scenarios. Sometimes I could be at fault for that, maybe doing it in different scenarios. But a lot of people, as much as y'all, I don't want to say it like this, but a lot of people don't comprehend common sense. They don't. A lot of people don't comprehend common sense. So you have to break things down sometime for people can understand it from different scenarios, different perspectives. You see what I'm saying? So just like I can't comprehend the whole 911 call. Some of y'all may be like, what's so hard about it? Is she said this and said that, but y'all don't understand the level of thinking and how the information we know on the pipeline add up to the 911 caller who was on Dork Place. It don't make sense. But that's something we still got to talk about, and that's something that people still going to get their opinion on. That don't make it right or wrong. It's just an opinion or a thought. We got to cover it from different ends. A lot of people feel like Mr. Lockhart got something to do with it, just like they said. It was some studs out there. It's a story. I'm still trying to figure out where this whole stud story come from. From what they said, and this is what the streets is saying. If we go back to the street shit that y'all, the streets talk, and it's still a story going out there that it was possibly a stud involved in this. That's still something we didn't dig deep into. We don't know if that's true or not. We don't know that. But we have to talk about it because the people in Columbus keep saying it's a possibility that it was a stud involved or studs involved. We still don't know that. That's why I said it's still an investigation going on. Hey, Derek, happy blessed Sunday. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said Mr. Khalid been alive. I wish he would come over and talk to us because he jumped in the comment section. And we want to welcome him to the pipeline. We want to welcome him because we do want to know where is the rest of the music. It's a lot of stuff that we may not be able to answer, but her brother, Mr. Khalid, probably can answer it. He might want to come over here and set the record straight for everybody. We would love for him to do that. So the things that we talk about can make sense. Who else would know better than her blood brother? Is Winter PX a blood cousin? Is she a blood cousin or is she coming from another side? Because she did bring some valuable information. But then when we started questioning some of the information, she went MIA. Nothing but respect and love for her too, because we need her to come over here and make it make sense. So we could feel, because we know now, well, we've been knowing how people feel about the whole Mr. Lockhart thing. But who else would know the story better than her blood brother? Her blood brother. How many times did Courtney get shot? How many times? What happened on Dork Place? And what happened with Mr. Lockhart and them feeling like he had something to do with it? Because Leave It to Winter PX, y'all remember she came over here and said Mr. Lockhart is calling the house phone, talking to Miss Wanda. But they ain't fucking with Mr. Lockhart because they feel like he got something to do with it. That's the same thing that Winter PX was saying. She like, something with him ain't right. A lot of people feel like that. A lot of things still don't add up to me either on Mr. Lockhart's end. But we go off the proof. He's not a suspect and he's not in custody. So what possibly could have happened on Dork Place? It's still a lot of things. When we first started covering this story, how did she get all this trauma to her body and Mr. Lockhart did? We still got a lot of puzzles. But if we go off of the proof, he's not in jail. He's not in jail. He's not a suspect. When the PX said he stayed at the hospital with her. He went to the police, gave his statement. Also, they went through his phone records. So, I'm not here to persecute nobody. We just got to go off the facts and we got to go off the evidence. A lot of people going to feel how they going to feel. A lot of people going to feel how they going to feel. Just like they feel about Mr. Kyson, about Mr. Williams, MJ, KB. It's a lot of things in these characters that still don't add up in place to me. Because if I need to know, why would the best friend KB go to MJ? Why would he go with MJ? Uh-oh, y'all. Hold on. I'm sorry. Why would he go to Miss Wanda's house with MJ to get these chains if you her best friend? Like, what happened where you end up crossing her? And I don't know, y'all. That's why I said it is so many layers to this story. And still emails coming in. Shout out to the people in Columbus. It's so many details to this story and so many twists and turns. So then when Mr. Khalib come to the comment section last night, I'm like, oh yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because I was too tired to really comment with him in the comment section last night. Hold on, y'all. I think I got to get off of here, y'all. I'm sorry. So it was like I was happy that he came to the pipeline last night. I just wished I would have had time to comment right after he left the message. By the time I got the notification and checked it, it was like comment left 34 minutes ago, and then he left another comment and said like 16 minutes ago. I was like, damn, I missed him. Because I wanted to have him come to the live. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It could have went left or it could have went all the way right. But I was going to ask him to come to the live. But by the time I got to the comment section, it was too late. I would love for him to come over here and say what's on his mind. And we can have a discussion, a respectful one. A respectful one. Because it ain't nothing but respect for Boog family, period. So, who else to know better than him about really what happened? This is his sister. This is his biological sister. He told us, Mr. Lockhart gonna get what he got coming to him. Somebody deleted one of his comments, though. I don't know if he went back and deleted it or or somebody on the pipeline deleted it. But he left me 2 or 3 comments. And he also said Mr. Williams is in there getting his ass whipped every day. So I know that bring closure for some people to at least know, like, them boys is little dudes. But this is my thing. If he's 17, did they charge him as an adult? Is he in county jail? Or is he, I got to see, that's what I'm saying. I still got to look. Is he in juvie or is he in county? Or is he in the county, Mr. Williams? Because now, only thing that could happen is they go get Mr. McIntyre. The investigation is still going on. And other people, I think, will go to jail. I do. Will it ever happen, y'all? I don't know. But to me, I think there's other people involved besides Mr. Kyson, Mr. Lockhart, Mr. Williams, and Mr. McIntyre. It's more people involved. Somebody unlocked this back door. People like, oh, well, Cameron lined her up. They like, Cam lined her up. He the one who did it. I'm like, okay, I could get why people say that. Of course, it's obvious because he was the last one with her. Right? He was the last one with her. But how is it that Mr. Kyson and Mr. Williams is telling on each other and snitching, but nobody told on camera yet? Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? If he had something to do with it, why they didn't roll over on him and he locked up, if that's the case? Why he's not a suspect and why he ain't in custody? I'm just saying the facts, y'all. I'm just saying the facts. We're not going off the street justice. I'm just saying the facts. I would love to know when some new music coming out, Derek. If her brother come in here, y'all, he in the comment section. He in the comment section. Y'all go ahead and reply and ask him questions. Only thing we could do is see if he replied back to y'all or not. He's in the comment section. So y'all feel free to ask him whatever y'all want to ask him. I don't think he blocked me because he comment. And I'm gonna reach out to him too later on today behind the scenes. I'm gonna do that. But feel free to I would say ask him if y'all want to ask him some questions. He came over here. He didn't block me. He didn't disrespect me or go off on me or none of that. That's why I said it ain't nothing but love for that young man. Nothing but love. But with that being her brother, man, I gotta respect how he feel. It ain't no other way. He feel like a lot of stuff is extra. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. That's why I said I don't feel like it was a disrespectful thing because he confirmed pretty much go to the comments. If y'all go back to that comment he wrote. He pretty much confirmed everything I said. Only thing he was just saying was it's goofy if we think that Mr. Williams is out on bond. That's all he said. He was like, that's good. Y'all goofy if y'all think he is out. And then he was like, he's snitching. He said Kyson is snitching. Mr. Williams is in jail getting his ass whooped. And Mr. Lockhart will get what he got coming. That's what he said. It's in the comment section. Somebody deleted one of the comments. I don't know if he did it or I did it. But, I mean, I know I didn't do it. If Pipeline did it or he did it. Because I tried to go back and screenshot it. And I should have did it last night. But I tried to screenshot it this morning when I woke up. And the comment was deleted. It was deleted. So, I would love to know where's the rest of Boog music at. It seemed like her album, I don't know if it's almost done or should have been about done, but they were saying the feature with Trippie Redd. Like, where's the rest of the music? Where's the rest of the music at? So that would be dope if they could maybe release another video or give us some. And you know that kind of stuff take time behind the scenes with the labels and paperwork. And when the artist pass away, it take a lot to really, y'all know, look, a lot of artists who passed away and what happened with their music and everything. Like, I'm going to tell y'all something else. And this is just off the subject. TIG Music Group. I think it's a game. Right? Q Money catches. Shout out to Q Money, hashtag free Q Money. Q Money was on TIG Music Group. Same label YF and Lucci is on, right? Think it's a game music group. I think it's so coincidental how both of these young men both caught alleged murders in Atlanta, and both of them allegedly is in jail right now fighting for their lives for murder, right? So my thing is, how coincidental was that? Where is the rest of Q Money's music? Now, Q Money been sitting on trial for 2 months because y'all know I ride hard for Q Money. That's another story we will be back to visit. Q Money should be going on trial around the same time Kyson. If Kyson go back to court or however that trial go, I think Q Money will be going to trial this year. So it's 2 stories that I will be following up on at the end of this year. And it's going to be the Q Money trial and also Mr. Kyson's trial with Boog the Bandits. So y'all stay tuned to that. But I think it's really weird that TIG played Q Money out his royalties and they never released no more of his music. Like, where is the royalty checks at? Where is the rest of his music? Now, when Q Money went to jail for the murder charge, allegedly, he was at the top of his game. Just something like how Boog was. But Q Money had a little bit more wave going than Courtney. But it's just crazy how, to me, these labels play games with their paperwork. It seemed like as soon as Q Money got locked up, TIG pretty much was like, we done with him and we just gonna focus on YF and Lucci. Now, TIG is another label, to me, that had problems with their artists. Right? TIG had Trinidad James. Where's Trinidad James at? Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie Quan sued TIG when he made the ooh, ooh, ooh and flex. Rich Homie Quan sued TIG for, I think, $1.4 million in royalties and back money they paid that they didn't give him his money back. Right? YF and Lucci on TIG, he's in jail for alleged murder. And Q Money was on TIG, and he's in jail allegedly for murder. What is these labels doing with these artists? What is they doing? How TIG whole roster is clear? Y'all had the hottest artists in the world: Trinidad James, Rich Homie Quan, Q Money, YF, and Lucci. All of them is gone. All of them gone. Where is all this money and all these royalties? Where is all this money and all these royalties of these people going? That's what makes me feel like a lot of these labels is putting their artists on insurance policies. It's a lot of stuff behind the scene. But when these people pass away and stuff and get locked up, whatever happened behind the scenes with that paperwork and that money, it just don't be adding up right. It don't make sense and it don't add up. And then they put the fans on ice. They put us on ice for like a year. Like, well, we're going to drop a mixtape, such and such, it don't come out. We haven't heard really too much from Rich Homie Quan since he quit working with Young Thug in them years ago. He ended up catching a case with a whole bunch of X pills in the trunk or something, allegedly. This was like 2 years ago. But we haven't heard nothing from Rich Homie Quan, to me, that really stands out since he worked with Young Thug and then go over there with Cash Money. What did they do with Rich Homie Quan money? Just like they did, where's Q Money money? Same thing with Boog. What's going on with her music? Where's it going on? We don't know about the money in, but y'all get where I'm going with the paperwork, with these labels and the management. What I missed last night, so Lockhart is a suspect now. I think a lot of people always thought he was a suspect. I can't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no proof. If we go off of proof, ain't no proof that he's a suspect and he's not in custody. But it's obviously Courtney's family, you know what I mean, allegedly, and other people around the world feel like Mr. Lockhart been a suspect. A lot of people feel like that. And it's a big percentage of people who feel like he did have nothing to do with it, and he's grieving and hurting like, you know, like everybody else who loved her. So I can't really say that. Only thing I could go off of what the streets say, public information, and research I have done with the people I talk to. I can't sit up here and say if this person is innocent or not. They're not innocent. I'm just saying everybody got their own opinion. I put my opinion out there, and everybody watching is going to have their own opinion on what they feel like happened or could have happened. So when he said that, when Boog's brother said Mr. Lockhart gonna get what's coming to him, that's it. You gotta respect how a person feel. You know what I'm saying? Everybody feel how they gonna feel, especially people that's close to her family and her real family. And you know, man, I somebody comment one time and said, I hope them motherfuckers burn in hell. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that's angered behind what they did to Courtney. That's why I was saying that Mr. Lockhart is in the city of Columbus. If he's not in jail, I hope don't nobody take street justice into their own hands. Because you'll be surprised what people will do out of anger and out of hurt. Boog had a lot of people that loved her and cared for her. A lot of people want to see them boys really rot, like I do. I want to see them really go to jail and spend the rest of their life. I feel like what they did was heinous. It was brazen. It was outrageous, and it was unnecessary. It was unnecessary, and I do believe they do need to spend the rest of their jail in life. The rest of their life in jail. Now, as far as physical harm being done to them, anybody getting killed, I don't wish that on nobody. I ain't gonna wish that on nobody, but I hope everybody get their day in court. That's all I can really say about it. Because she was loved, and there's a lot of people that is outraged behind what happened to her. So that's where the pipeline come in at, and just try to give y'all some leverage and some substance and try to make it make sense to what happened to her. Now, I ain't got the proof and I ain't got all the answers, but only thing I can do is discuss these things that the people is saying, the streets is saying, and what the news outlets is putting out in public information. That's all I could do. Because everything I talk about, y'all have already heard this maybe many a times. But I'm just the closest source that came in the blogging world to this story, because I'm actually talking to people in every aspect of this story on every side. Whether if it's somebody's cousin, their mother, their uncle, their sister. I have business partners. I have talked to quite a few people on every end of this side of this story. And they give me a glimpse in on these people's lifestyles and stuff like that, or give me stuff that I could talk about on my channel. They run the information to me, but it's just up to me to what I release and what I don't release. And that's just that simple. But talking to these people, I could say it bring you into the mindsets of these people. I don't call Mr. Kyson and Mr. Williams and Mr. McIntyre little dirty dudes. They is little dirty dudes. These dudes is bums. Them little dudes was bums. They ain't had nothing going on for themselves. Only thing they was doing was robberies, hurting people, setting people up, stealing cars. Like them boys was bums. That's why I call them little dirty dudes. Look at Mr. McIntyre picture with the trash out there. Who is putting bond money up for these boys? Look at Mr. Williams. Who putting money up for them? That's why I said it's stupid. And I feel like the city of Columbus failed the people by not locking these young men up ahead of time. Due to their records as juveniles, if y'all see what's on them boys' record, it ain't no reason why they should have been out of jail. If them boys would have got locked up before this happened to Boog, I believe a big percentage of Boog would still be living. Boog ain't had no enemies. People love Courtney. I mean, we know success come with envy like we talk about all the time. But she ain't had no enemies and nobody trying to hurt her or do nothing to her. Especially no dudes. Look at them little dudes. Like, what street credit did they think they was going to get from killing a female? That I'm saying the mindset of the people. So when I sit up and talk to their family members behind the scenes and do emails with these people and FaceTime with all sides of people who just want to give me their story. Because it's a lot. Some people feel like, you know what, you on the right track. Couple people was like, you on the right track. And then I got some family members and friends and best friends and uncles and aunts that's also emailing me like, you got it wrong about Mr. Williams. Or you can't, Mr. Lockhart is my brother. Mr. Lockhart's brother reached out to me. His brother reached out to me. And that's how I know a lot of different things that his blood brother. I know a lot of different things than more than what I tell y'all because people talk to me from a lot of different sides. You know what I'm saying? They trust me enough to give me the information where they feel like it's safe. But they also give me the permit because I let it be known. Anybody I talk to, I let it be known. It's a possibility I may run this on my channel just to let you know. So be careful what you say. Because I'm riding for Boog. My loyalty lies to Courtney. So I also have to respect them and how they feel and the information they give me. But I got to let them know it's a possibility I will put it out there. I may not release your name and all that, but I'm going to release that information and who it came from depending on what it is. Depending on what it is. So I appreciate y'all coming to the live, y'all. I got to get out of here and handle some business. I appreciate Mr. Khalid coming to the pipeline. Welcome, 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 welcome. We're going to send our love. We're going to send our condolences to Courtney and her family. Much love and respect. Y'all go over there and sign the petition to change.org so we can get Boog her own street name and her own day. Today is Sunday. Tomorrow is Mondays. Y'all do what y'all got to do today. If y'all feel free, want to talk, email me, pipelinenews2020@gmail.com. Pipelinenews2020@gmail.com. Feel free to email me. Feel free to comment. Get your opinion, your ideas, anything you want to discuss on the channel. It's much love. On your way out of here, do me a favor, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. So every time I go live, you'll be the first one to get it. Until next time, I'm out of here.